It's the Crash story inside to a major movie studio. The color orange. Crash and somewhere beneath it, he does his best. Dancing and napping. Dr. Cortex, he went back to his scientific research, discovered a new element in the periodic table. Numerous lawsuits failed to change the name and he votes chose for element 119. Cortex rules the rhodium. Cortex rules the worldium. Tiny! His many fans admired his physical prowess and encouraged him to start a series of online fitness videos. Tiny Bo was an overnight success. And his Beverly Hills popular chain fitness clubs, spring lemongrass, same protein supplies. The people just couldn't get enough. Coco went to start her own video game streaming service. And although the company is still in red, share prices and going to the roof. Although her company is still in red, Ninjin is a custom parts until Ohio, clearing the road, mixing scenes, Havoc, Synchro, something commentators, the Giant Robot Battle Network. Dingo Doll Sergeant Zucker is a firefighter laying to training his flamethrower with a water hose. Suddenly he's in a protected job of using his most featured yearly fireman calendar. Wait, these are different. They're not like the originals. I mean, Polar said the favor of scientists to leading Ice Bear Cream Company. He created 4 new flavors: salmon swirl, swishy sundae, and macaroni and sushi. He put them on the map. Purr joined the Las Vegas Tiger Show in Ziegfeld and Floyd. His main story for Purr accidentally closed his mouth a bit too early on Floyd. It is delightful to debut in the next solo act next month. Pinstripe left racing and became a used car salesman in New Jersey. Although as a top salesman each month, it's in the methods of what he has the lost license returning fees as CEO and bodyguard. Papu Papu joins the Wrestling Association and became ring name of Mr. Bad Belly. There's something belly button sensation, belly banging could be heard around the world. Ripper Roo turned sensation in the music part industry and somehow was a thrill ride and an engineer. His backlist to officials the same created a new ways for him to get his threshold of pain. Komodo Joe's, Honest Joe's wedding ring, something about the crash says. Shortly afterwards, his brother Mo announced the opening of the jewelry auction house. Yeah, where is Mo after all this? Antropy has been tinkering with the time machine hobby again. Last seen time warping traveler to some strange city in the distant future. Punch Go Man Red Coat Sweet says. After that, he decided he had to go back to particularly. Actually, Sox went back to his planet as a broken alien. After years of therapy, Oxide emerged from his to begin racing again. Muchly the uniqueness of poor choice to see the deals of this as 2 girls in the print. And the rest of it is just regular credits. Vicarious Visions, developers of Crash Nitro Kart and the Game Boy Crash games, as well as Skylander Swap Force, Superchargers, and the remaster trilogy of Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm a little disappointed with the Crash Nitro Kart tracks. I mean, some of them had a few drastic changes. Some of the best elements from them were taken out, like the magnet portions of the tracks. The anti-gravity portions of the tracks. They were some of the best parts. Especially in Electron Avenue. It's Voice for Bob, the developers of Skylanders, as well as the Spyro Reignited Trilogy series. Now, I wonder what's next for Toys for Bob next year. Will they create something for Spyro, or will they go do something for Skylanders? Like give Skylanders their own special thanks to Naughty Dog. Jason Rubin, he's the guy who created Dr. Neo Cortex. And he got that idea from Pinky and the Brain. And he also imagines the lab assistants as... The lab assistants, they came from the weasels of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Wonder what Toys for Bob has in store. I'm hoping that it's gonna be maybe give each Skylander their own franchise. And with a little help from Vicarious Visions and Beanox to give each Skylander their own franchise as well. I'm thinking Gilgrunt, for original Crash team members for this game. I'm thinking for Gilgrunt, Trigger Happy, and Stealth Elf at first, for first. Now, what's the next game the people behind Crash Bash or Crash or the N-Scene Trilogy, Crash Team Racing or the N-Scene Trilogy will have in store? Do you think they'll remake Crash Bash? Do you think they'll do it by the numbers or make a bigger version of Crash Bash by including more characters, and maybe finally we get to revisit Ruler Roo again? Remind me to in my credits. Remind me to do a similar type of credits thing for my animations. Maybe for a series finale. If I decide to end my Skylanders thing, I'll include in the titles what happened after the Skylanders thing. Like Trigger Happy finally got the perfect girl of his dreams, or Gilgrunt finally got married to his girlfriend and they retired, or something like that. And Spyro finally becomes an Elder Dragon and is now ruler of keeping everything in store. Now, of course, I am still waiting for the voice actor portion of the game. This music is so catchy. Now, like I said before, I turned off the legacy music. So, wait, is that Matt Mercer? Wait, isn't that the same guy Matt Mercer? Isn't he the same guy who voiced Spyro in Imaginators, and he also voiced Taekwon Crow? Oh, isn't he also the same guy who plays Curtis Stryker in Mortal Kombat 2011? And Tigra in the 2011 Thundercats? What's he doing in this list? What else to talk about? Should they bring back Crash Bash, make a bigger version of it, or not bother? If you have Ruler Roo come back, now maybe we can add elements of Boom Bang. Remember that game? No? I heard that one wasn't very well received. It was perhaps the lowest received of all the Crash Bandicoot games. I wonder if they can remake a huge adventure entrance and the Spyro Crash Fusion games, but have it for the PlayStation and Xbox and Switch versions of the game with brand new voices and stuff. Imagine the Crash Team Racing tag team racing tracks in this game. Would you like to play the Tiki Turbo, or would you like to play the Tiki Turbo, the Pirates of the Carburetor, or the Deep Sea Driving 2, or Once Upon a Tire, Track in the Beanstalk, and the Velocity, or the Fossil Fuel Injection, La Brie Car Pits, and Tire and Ice, or the Dead Heat, Crash Test Mummies, and Pyramid Pass, or Rings of Uranus, Uranus is Mine, and the Crater on Uranus. Those are the tracks of Crash Tag Team Racing. Imagine them being in this game. Original music, Crash Team original music by Nitro Kart original soundtrack remastered. Activision Publishing. I will say the Crash Nitro Kart music isn't very memorable. I mean, the only one that stuck in my head was the theme song. But the Crash Tag Team Racing, I remember I remember the boss level. I remember the Ripper Roo soundtrack. I even remember the pinstripe level music. Now I wonder if they're going to create a brand new Crash Bandicoot game or a brand new Spyro game. Completely different story, different new characters, different battle techniques. As long as it's in the similar veins to either the original Crash and or the original Spyro. They can add in a few new things, but it's got to fit. And maybe just cameo a few Skylanders while you're at it. Mental technology. I'm still waiting. I also, I do remember this music. It's so catchy. I was going to use this theme song for one of my animations, but I chose something else instead. Do you think Crash Bandicoot should get his own TV series for Netflix? I mean, we got at least 4 of his appearances in Skylanders Academy. Skylanders Academy is now cancelled, but for Crash Bandicoot, do you think he should get? But this time we don't have him talk at all. Make him silent, or just say "whoa, whoa," or have him giggle a bit like. We can have somebody else take the personality of him in the academy, like a new character that looks kind of like him but renamed Willy the Wombat. He can have him say like this all the time, like Dr. Cortex when I went to Skylands. Super Marsupial, the down under, the rocket with a pocket. It's a shame that Eric Rogers stepped down in Skylanders Academy and he was unable to return as Crash, so they hired Rhys Darby to play in as Crash. The only other time I know him as is Eddie from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, the Bushman. Sure, it's taking a long time to get to the Charlotte Whitehead. Are you sure she's not related to Ben Whitehead, who was our current voice of Wallace from Wallace and Gromit? I mean, rest in peace, Peter Sallis. Do you think I should make an animation, or Skylanders animation, and include as many Crash Bandicoot characters as I can? Even some of the lesser known ones, like Ripper, the Evil Twins, the Yeptopus, Yaya Panda, so many more characters. Let's see, music department, we're nearly there. Oh, never mind. Spectrum and strategy, partnerships. Player insights. Player support. Do you think they should make a Crash Bandicoot mobile game? I mean, we Currently, we have a Skylanders mobile game called Ring of Heroes, and so far we have over 80 Skylanders in the game, and maybe that game will have a cameo of Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex. Or should it be a Crash Bandicoot mobile game in a similar veins to Skylanders? Or maybe Classic Spyro could get his own mobile game as well. Should they remake Spyro, the Shadow Legacy, or the Season of Ice, Season of Flames, and Attack of the Rhinox for these consoles? Production services. Next in Europe. Spines and okay, after this Prix with the trophy girls and Tawna, we're gonna have the baby Crash Bandicoot and baby Coco and baby T-Rex. And in the next one, it's gonna be the Spyro Grand Prix, and it's gonna have Spyro the Dragon, but it hasn't said anything about anybody else. So just keeping that in mind. And here's a funny thing there are a few fun facts, like of the original Crash Team Racing game. They originally wanted to include Komodo Joe as alongside with Komodo Mo, but because of the limitations at the time, they couldn't. So why couldn't they re-include Komodo Mo? We could have a double racing thing with Komodo Mo and Joe in the Dragon Mine, similar to the two norms in Crash Nitro Kart. There's also we also have in Crash T. Trying to remember. And Koala Kong and Dr. Nitrus Brio are also not in this. Yes, Nitrus Brio, I heard. I mean, his potions make an appearance, but not him. As for Koala Kong, I guess he wasn't as memorable as Tiny or Dingo Doll, so I guess that's why he was excluded. But if we're having Tawna, might as well have Koala Kong, and Nitrus Brio, and Komodo Mo. The special thanks, where guess we are really nearly there. Should I pretend Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex become our superchargers and their signature vehicles from Tag Team Racing, or even like the Bender Buggy or the Neo vehicle becomes their vehicles? Just an idea for my animations, that's all. I have heard there was a scrapped character in Crash Team Racing called Fasty or Trippo. He's a hippo supposed to be made newly for the game. Oh look, we got dialogue services provided. So we're getting the voice. Here's the voice thing. Amanda Wyatt, I remember her from the original Crash from Skylanders. She was a voice director for Skylanders. Dialogue editors. English voice cast: Andreas Aglusa, Big Norm, Velo and Zim, Jersey, Free Crash, Corey Burton, Debi Derryberry, Dwight Schultz, Fred Tatasher, Greg Eagles, Ike Amadi, Jess Harnell, John DiMaggio, Kevin Michael Richardson, Lex Lay, Michael Go, Misty Lee, Robbie Daymond, Roger Craig Smith. Additional voices provided by Andreas Sabusa, Andrew Chrissy Jones, Corey Burton, Debi Derryberry, Fred Tatasher, Gregg Berger, Ike Amadi, Jess Harnell, John DiMaggio, Lex Lane, Michael Gough, Misty Lee, Robbie Daymond, Stephen State, Tom Kenny, and Victoria Akin. I see Tom Kenny and Gregg Berger, which means Spyro is definitely appearing, but is Ripto also going to appear? And because Michael Gough and Robbie Daymond are in this, are Hunter and Gnasty Gnorc also going to appear? And because Maurice LaMarche is not credited, that's one of my biggest doubts on seeing Nitrus Brio appearing in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Every voice actor from Crash and Sane Trilogy has come back to play their roles in Crash Nitro Fueled, except for Maurice LaMarche. But Komodo Mo and Koala Kong I can definitely see returning because Fred Tatasher has returned. And I think we reached the end, fellas. Thank you for playing. There's perhaps all the people at B-Nox. And that's it, fellas. That's the credits. Hope you've enjoyed this one.